Is being an adult really as bad as people say? It can be. But it certainly doesn't have to be. Usually the good parts are just life, while the bad parts are paraded around and ascribed to being an adult. I find adulthood much more enjoyable and satisfying than I ever found childhood or teenage years. It's like leaving the tutorial of a new game. You'll always question if you remember everything you learned and if you'll do all right before embarking. It's only scary until it isn't. Like the change from elementary school to high school or high school to university. How well you make decisions, how prepared you get, how lucky you are will dictate how it goes. Good luck. Being able to put yourself in uncomfortable situations will lead to growth at the cost of stress and anxiety. But I've yet to really regret those when I come out the other side. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity and quat. It's going to be horrible if you think things, house, job, relationship, will happen naturally without effort or hard work. Make your own luck and work hard to make your dreams come true. Don't ever get into the mindset that it's too hard and surround yourself with positive people. Adulthood for me is wonderful. I grew up with nothing but now I have everything I ever wanted and more. Every day I feel like I'm living childhood dreams and it just keeps on getting better as I get older. Vocal minorities tend to be the loudest and the ones who get fucked by the system naturally express their hate for the system. I'm just 21 so I haven't had the time to get screwed over yet. But being an adult is fun because no one can say you can't do or buy the things you want. Kind of a double-edged sword since you have to stop yourself from eating ice cream every morning, buying all the newest games etc. And when you get sick, you're the one who takes care of you. The freedom is fun though and I think the positives outweigh the negatives. Who's the best villain you've watched in a movie or series? Not as big as most others here. But Walton Goggins played one of the henchmen of the villain in Django Unchained. And I think he did such a fabulous job that I had to actually put in work to be able to look at him in others things without thinking he was a giant piece of shit. I think he's a seriously underrated actor. You don't think I'd explain my plan if there was the slightest chance you could stop me, do you? I did it 35 minutes ago. And quat, purely based on that. Ozymandias from Watchmen. Silco from Arcane. Brilliant voice acting and animation. Very clear and good motives but messy and accelerationist AF methods. He is very much I'll go down in history as a monster if it means my people can be free and that makes for an interesting tale. Boyd Crowder, played by Walton Goggins, in Justified and quat. He's not particularly strong in season 1. But by season 2, you just want him to keep getting away to have more. The fact that he's Raylan's frenemy, and not just a generic evil guy was such a nice touch. Griffith from Berserk. He definitely is charismatic as a leader. He definitely played the part well of a leader for his troop. But the moment his most important soldier decided to go off on his own, he lost his mind. He felt betrayed. V.M. Varga in Fargo Season 3. I think he gets forgotten a bit because most thought the third season as a whole was a step down from the first and second seasons, and everybody loves Billy Bob in Season 1. But every time Varga was on screen was incredible. The teeth. The bizarre yet intimidating manner of speaking. The general weirdness and obscurity of who exactly he is and his background was so well done. Thulis is amazing. What things do men do that women don't? Apart from obvious things due to different physique, establish hierarchies. Loves rating. Talk about stuff rather than emotions. Care less about appearances. Forget birthdays. Don't care about birthdays. Prioritize good manners and good behavior in child raising. Children being just happy as of less imprudence. Swear more driving cars. Build your house. Replace your transmission in your car. Build your roads. Install your new kitchen cabinets and countertops. Make sure your HVAC system is working correctly. Cut down trees that annoy you. Install your carpet. The list is endless. Other than give birth. Produce milk. And other ladylike things. Pretty much everything that needs done. For a joke. Men can insult and be jokingly rude to each other about anything. Weight, height, intelligence, baldness, ugliness, anything. And we will laugh and laugh and laugh our asses off. Pour another drink and continue being best friends. This is almost entirely a huge no-no between women. A truckload of socially acceptable answers. Let's do none of that. Shall we? 1. Sacrifice our lives, livelihoods, health and sanity so we can provide. 2. Take on jobs no one wants because we as providers don't have the right to refuse work when there are people depending on us. 3. Have zero social support and help when we are in crisis. 4. Be laughed at when we come forward to being victims of abuse. 5. Be expected to die instead of women when there's only one spot on the rescue boat. 6. Be expected to be evacuated and taken care of last in case of disasters. What is age 30 years too old for? Nightclubs, playing games and dating/relationships, poor communication, being obsessed with children's media, not having a job, not knowing basic life skills. 30's the line in the sand where the "my parents were jerks" excuse loses all credibility. Go to therapy. Work on your shit. Get it together. Nothing really. It's the youngest you'll ever be from now on. So enjoy what you like. As someone in my mid-30s, early 30s is a great time in life. In the UK, wearing replica football, soccer, shirts. Randomly don't think the same applies in the USA for your sports jerseys. Just turned 30 and it's going well so far as I've just handed my notice in and start my new job in a few weeks. Nothing. You are never too old anything. Actually, the older you get, the more stuff you can do. Sky's the limit. Until space travel becomes a thing. Whatever it is you think you want to do, but aren't sure if you can do because of age. Throw that mindset out the window. You're entering your prime where you got all the 20s BS out the way and have learned how to go out and make things work. Not much. Maybe drinking breast milk from your mom, maybe dating under 17. But Thanksgiving's all I can think of at this moment. Live your life and be happy. Age is but a number. So long as you are happy and you are not hurting anyone, you are fine. Just stay in the right side of the law. Use your brain, lol. Hangovers. If you haven't learned how to drink and not have a hangover the next day, you're doing something wrong. Have a Gatorade ready. Hook up in 4 if you're fancy. Hell. Sacrifice a goat. And a chicken if that's what works for you. But by 30, you should know how to drink and recover.